Generally, you will have to start with your left side would be the right person's foot. And you're going to start from the top, going down to the bottom. I like to generally start with a general rotation. Just to lubricate the joint. You don't need a lot of lotion, just a little bit. And you have to follow the food chart for that to know where the organs are or the corresponding reflex points are. After you have put the lotion on the entire top and bottom, then you start focusing on specific locations. I like to start with the bottom of the toes, and I generally support the toe on the opposite side. And I want to go clockwise because this is for the pituitary gland, which I want to enhance the function of the pituitary gland, not to decrease the function by going counterclockwise. So the length of time you do this is up to you. I'm going to do a short version of it, but it can go longer in each area because generally I like to suggest a 20 minutes on each foot. So the same thing, you just support, and this is the brain area, the area related to the brain. Like I said, I'm going to go a little faster in each of them, not to spend too much time, but it can go longer when you're doing your own practice. So a lot of the techniques are going to be rotation, hook point, thumb walking, finger walking, fist. So after here, I'm going to support, I'm going to open up a little bit so I can do a little thumb walking right on the neck area and the thyroid region. When I do a thumb walking or finger walking, I like to do at least 3 passes in one location. And this is to the neck area. Now here I'm going to go back to this side from here to here, which is going to be a line with the sinus. Thumb walking. Next, I'm going to go onto the little toe here. If I need to elevate a little bit, I can. Just support the foot and go over the shoulder region. How is my pressure?
Great.
I can feel with the meaty part of my thumb how much pressure I'm putting and how much resistance the foot is giving to me, the tissue on the foot, so I don't give too much pressure. Okay. Here in this area it's a reflex area for the chest. So I'm going to support here. I'm going to use my fist and I'm going to do a rotation. That covers the lung area, covers the whole chest area there, the lungs and the breast area. That's the fist. So what do you want to do? If you have somebody with a severe asthmatic issue, I'll be going counterclockwise because of the lungs being hyperactive. But since it's not the issue, I wanted to, just give a little bit more of a function to the lung area. This area here is the solar plexus. Also in Chinese medicine, this is point number 1 for the kidneys. So most people will have weakness on the kidneys, not excess on the kidneys. So you do clockwise motion. the liver. It will be in this area here with the gallbladder here. So I'm going to do thumb walking over the liver, which is a little bit larger area than the gallbladder. And then here is going to be the gallbladder. I'm going to do the hook up point on the gallbladder. Most of the time, what you find on people with gallbladder issues is to have hyperactivity of the gallbladder and not weakness on the gallbladder. Okay, so this is to reduce the hyperactivity of the gallbladder. Either this way or counterclockwise, either way. Here is the adrenal glands. I'm going to go counterclockwise on the adrenal gland. Adrenal glands is generally associated, related to high levels of stress and, hyperactivity. So I'm going to decrease that on a counterclockwise motion. Then I'm going to go to the kidneys, which are here, having the connection to the bladder, which is down here. So I'm gonna go kidney here, and then I'm gonna walk to the urinary bladder. So I'm walking from kidney to urinary bladder. Here is going to be the ascending colon and the transverse colon in the small intestine here. So I'm going to go upward on the ascending colon and then transverse colon, and again. Now here's the small intestine area. I'm going to go this way and back and forth, stimulating the digestive system. Here is going to be the spinal column all the way up. Here was the neck. So I can go between the outside of the foot and the bottom into the spinal column region. You'll be the sciatic area. You're never gonna find somebody with sciatic that's too weak, right? They normally, only if it is compressed by the nerve root is compressed. After you're done with the bottom, what I like to do is to go the whole entire foot back and forth with thumb walking. And once again, you can go slower, you can do more passes to be longer. All right. Now here we're gonna go to the inside. Those are the areas associated to the reproductive system right there. So I'm going to do clockwise to help stimulate the area. So this is the uterus. And then you're gonna go to the line by the medial malleolus all the way up a little bit, like maybe a 5-6 inches up. Then over here is the fallopian tube. So I'm going to go from the medial malleolus to the lateral malleolus by going thumb walking out, thumb walking in. This is also good for the lymphatic system area. Then now, here on the outside, we're going to go underneath of the lateral malleola, in this case, and then do a clockwise situation, position, and here for the ovaries. And the whole line here by the Achilles tendon, which is the sciatic area. Okay. Now between the tendons or the toes, those are associated to the chest, the breast area here. So I can do finger walking between the toes, between the tendons. And then back and forth between the two sides. I finish, I'm going to do a rotation again, like I started in the very beginning. And then I'll initiate on the other foot.